Happy's where we meet.
That intro's
Welcome.
too good, man. And I almost swore.
And now Nick is in it. Congratulations,
yeah.
Nick.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Welcome to episode 21 of Trigger Happy. In fact, let me just start off with a little bit of news real quick here. Do window, actually. So 9 years ago today, Harambe was shot and killed, and I think this is around the same time the Large Hadron Collider was flipped on. So,
yep,
dicks out.
All right,
It all makes sense.
This is where the timeline changed.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
Yep.
On too soon.
Nagadal. Someone, one of us needs to change. This is embarrassing.
What do you mean?
Yeah. What?
Wait,
what's going on here?
I think it's Nick. Nick
Jay forgot to send it to me. Blame his company. I swear to God.
I can see who the real fans are here.
Wait, hold on. Does this still count? Does it still count?
Okay. All right.
I'll count it.
It does say welcome to the rebellion.
How are you doing?
Nice.
How are you doing, Agarnal?
Me? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good actually. Channel's doing good, man. That video blowing up.
Blowing up?
Blowing up, almost literally.
Wow. Well, actually, so Nagadal had the shirt on and so did Nerd Slap, and I'm like, you know what? I think mine is in the wash. Let me go check. And I threw mine on too. So it was partially coordinated.
I do have a shirt, but it's somewhere else.
Yeah, sure. We believe you, Nick. How are you doing, by the way?
Yeah, I'm doing well, man. Got back home late from some holiday travels or vacation travels, I should say, Monday, and I had to push my own stream back by an hour Monday night because I got home from the Smoky Mountains. Spent a few days up there, getting away from the heat here in Florida. So it was a nice change, honestly. I didn't wear a tank top at all because it was actually cool, and I could wear a jacket, long pants, jeans, even my joggers. It was like 50 degrees that night, which was amazing. And just sitting on the back dock at a cabin, back deck at a cabin, and having a nice stogie, old fashioned, sitting by the fire. I miss it already.
Hell yeah. We got higher viewership on Monday, probably because you pushed yours back an hour. So
that makes sense.
Maybe.
I think the cease and desist letter that my lawyer sent over is working. So
yeah, I think after and then afterwards, I think my viewers went up after that. So I was like, oh, everyone was confused. What's going on? I'm like, oh shit. So
yeah, we went from nobody streaming on Mondays to everybody streaming Mondays. So
I know. It's crazy.
Nerd Slap, good job on the intro that we weren't going to change very often. You're like, you know what? I'll make a few edits to it.
Just a few, but yeah, doing good. Happy to be here and glad we got Nick back again. And it's going to be a good show. Been a busy day, but I'm ready. So
awesome. And I have no idea where Norman is. I think he ate some beans and toast or something. He was trying to eat some British food or something like that. Yeah. So. And then Mo will be here in about 15 minutes. But to get things started off again with Harambe, this is little Harambe
and his 2 children.
Right there, Dan. That's the child you just
Harambe.
Harambe. Once again, what
Harambe.
Harambe.
Coming together, sharing and caring about one another.
Coming together. So we've broken that. Now we're all polarized.
Right there, Dan. That's the child.
Yep. So that was Harambe when he I think it's a she turned 1 years old. Yep. And then everything broke after that. Let's see here. And I got a couple of funny clips. This one I've probably watched like 15 times. The clumsiest melee I've seen in my entire life.
Oh shit. Oh.
Dude, you just have to keep
That's
watching it over and over.
so
Everyone just cannot connect.
My word.
Amazing.
This one is just genius. So I don't know if you guys ever have like something nice and expensive in your car and you like want to cover it up, you know, so people can't peek through the window. This dude came up with a whole new level to that.
The trash blanket. Show you its features. You got valuables in the car? Well, guess what? Pull out your trusty trash blanket, and no one will be the wiser.
It works so well.
That is awesome.
That's amazing.
You know, it reminds me of that meme where someone put trash all over themselves and they said it was like an inner city ghillie suit.
Yeah.
You know this guy's just covering up drugs, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
100%. That's why
Allegedly.
it was made. Allegedly.
It's just trash, officer, I swear. Uh-huh. I had to search your car for trash.
Let's see here. My tabs got jumbled up. All right, we'll talk about this next. So you guys probably have heard from other shows. I wanted to talk about it though. Asmongold put out this clip saying that he would love to stream on Twitch for about 20 hours a week and would give his personal feedback on how to improve the UI and the experience, and claims that it would probably cost 30 to 50 million for their developers to make that happen.
Twitch or Twitter?
I'm sorry, Twitter.
Okay.
And thank you. Yes, I still haven't called it X, and yeah.
Twix.
Twix. And Twitch is on the brain because Twitch is they're having a little bit of growing pains right now with, you know, in fact, we'll talk about that here in a minute. He has another solution for what's happening over there, but we'll listen to a couple.
I talked to some of the, like, one of the guys that was like working on X as well, like besides Elon, right? I talked to him a little bit, and like if they, like, I don't know how much time I can really invest into doing this, right? But I could probably give them like at least 20 hours a week. I mean, maybe, I don't know how much time I could really go beyond that. I mean, for free, really. I mean, if they want, like, or we could really work for like maybe like a month or so and like get the website up to par for like live streaming. I could do that. That'd be no big deal. And if asking for ad money, I don't give a fuck about money. Like, I mean, if they want to give me money, that's fine, but I don't give a fuck. The fact is that, like, again, I just think that it's better. It's better for the platform. It's better for everybody, and so I just do it for free. Like, I don't care. Like, I've already got enough money, right? And so, like, if I get more money, I get more money. But like, if not, that's okay. And so anyway, so get your damn time. Yeah, no. So if they want to hit me up and work something out, and yeah, I mean, we could get it set up, because I think honestly, it probably would take about probably like 4 months of like A/B testing of like things that work and don't work. But then after that, I mean, you've already got like a number of like really good points of reference. It's probably not even that hard. I mean, I don't even think they really even need me to do it. But, you know, if they wanted to take live streaming seriously, I think that X could be the place for live streaming. But they just have to do a few different things and change the UI a little bit, which would require, like, I think probably, actually, to be honest, I don't know what I'm talking about with the amount of money it would cost. I really don't. It'd probably be like $30-50 million to get everything like set up and ready. Like, that's what I would assume, to like have it all programmed in and like, you know, redo the whole website, do it everywhere. Probably be like 30-50 million. So yeah.
What?
30-50 million? Is that how much he wants?
ABF is hot as the gold. I guess I'll take it. Okay. Little sus there. Or was,
yeah, you know, gay, but I don't know your gender, so I won't assume.
Cornboy, member for 5 months, gives a thumbs up. Thank you, dude.
I know who it is, but I'm not going to tell.
I know who it is also.
It's Nerd Slap. He just outed himself.
So what do you guys think about that? You know, we have Kick as a competitor to Twitch currently.
Yeah.
And Twitter is also a competitor, but not really, right? So if they actually improve things, do you think that it could actually? I guess I'll.
Yeah, if they add super chats and like bits like Twitch has,
Yeah.
all the same features, then like it will be a competitor. I don't know if it'll be better, but it
I don't
might
think
be
it would
because people are
kill.
already on X. They don't have to leave the platform to watch the same kind of content, and
Right.
could be huge.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing, that you already have all those people already on there and set up to just start watching. So that's pretty huge.
Yeah.
I mean, Kick has to bring all those people over, and they've done a pretty good job. But I think that Twitter can basically just like flick. It's more turnkey. So.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people that we know already stream on X, right? So we can see how many people are watching. But I think the one thing that I've noticed is that no one ever uses the chat on X, at least to my knowledge. Like,
Yeah, I
but
know.
it's
I noticed
completely
that.
different
They used
with
to blow up
Twitch
the,
and
chat, but
YouTube.
no one
So
was
it's
there.
like, how are they going to make people or entice people to actually start chatting on X, right? Because you could have like 2,000 people watching on X, but like I don't see people actually texting like messaging on X. Whereas you could have 50 people watching on YouTube and chats is constantly, in motion. So yeah,
Well,
it's weird.
I think part of that is like, I don't know have you noticed that like when people like simulcast to Rumble and they just don't have very many followers and the chat's dead over there.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening. There's just not people know that all the interaction is happening somewhere else, so they go there to interact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's probably part of it, because that's how I feel when I see a Twitter, video or live stream happening. You go over to the chat and there's nothing in there, and you feel super awkward being the only person to say something too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. I'll just be like, yo, what up from the Twitter side?
Yeah.
And then I usually swap over to where everyone else is.
That's what I did though. There was that one time when Hypno couldn't stream on YouTube. It was recent, and he was streaming primarily on Rumble that one night. And he was streaming on X as well. And I was just looking at X at the time because I wasn't logged into Rumble either. I hadn't created like my channel's Rumble account. So I'm like, well, I'll just watch on X for a moment. Says like, what's up from X? I was the only person there. And then I was like, all right, I'll just go and jump on Rumble because that's where everyone else is chatting from. So yeah, you're exactly right. And they need to do something about that if that's what they want to, promote and grow, like they do with Kick and Twitch and their little tidbits and whatnot.
Here, we'll go through it right now. So, because people are like, it has chat. So, all right, here's us live right now.
Oh,
and you
hey.
click on this.
Yeah, we're stream sniping ourselves.
Yeah, you think that there's nothing here, but you have to click further, and here's the chat. So I'll say hi.
What we got? Sons
Man,
and
look at those
Shadows is over
pigs.
there.
There we go.
What's up?
And then I can highlight it. So
I like
Look at
Sons
those
and
pigs on
Shadows.
recording.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we need somebody.
that's
else.
oops.
Yep.
Go sub to Sons and Shadows, by the way. Actually, that didn't show up on this side. That's weird.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Streamception.
Huh.
You sure you clicked?
That is weird. Wait, no, I see it. Are you talking about on StreamYard?
Yeah, on StreamYard, I don't see it.
I do.
Really?
Highlight it.
I see.
No, that's
I see
just mine.
ABS.
I don't see Sons and Shadows though.
Yeah, but
And then I see
Sons
this
and
one.
Shadows. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
That might
Yeah,
have
what up,
been.
Henry?
The first two didn't work. That's odd. Huh.
That is weird.
Oh, but yeah, it's definitely.
That's why they need
some-
Asmongold to figure it
Yeah.
out.
It like I just had to dive deep to show you that there is a chat. Like people just don't even know. Like it's just not set up very well. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely for improvement.
Yeah, and especially lately, Twitter has been very like glitchy. So even like I'll go to watch some live streams on there, and half the time it doesn't work; it crashes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why. Oh snap! We got an angry badger raid.
Yo,
Oh, nice!
Badger
Hell yeah!
raid.
Thanks,
Nice.
Badger. Appreciate it.
Welcome on in, Raiders.
And the other thing,
All the
which
badgers.
I accidentally closed just now, but I didn't really want to watch anyways. It was a 2-minute long clip of more Asmongold talking about how he thinks that the solution to a lot of the problems and the controversy surrounding Twitch is they just need to ban politics.
I mean,
I don't know how I feel about
What are
that
your
either.
thoughts,
ban
Bo?
it. I don't think you need to ban anything. Just like stop talking about it. If it's not like, if you want to focus on gaming or you want to focus on other shit.
Well, no, because it
don't talk
attracts
about it.
people. It attracts people like Hassan and stuff like that to the platform. It's the same problem with the hot tub streamers. Like, I thought you guys were a gaming streaming site, you know?
Yeah, they should ban that before they ban politics. Let's
I
be
don't think you
real.
need to ban it. Just give it its own section, politics and bullshit.
I would say marketing wise, hello everybody, by the way.
What's up, Mo?
Make it a different platform. Just have like a something that's like Twitch, that's run by
Make it a
Twitch,
different
but
section. They have
but
sections
it
for
but
that
but
you're not
it always
chatting, gaming.
it always bleeds in. It always bleeds
They-
in. So if you
They
put
wouldn't do that though, because you're segregating the audience that you could be pushing around. You know what I mean? And they super chat too much, or they donate and whatnot. So
Or it's
Yeah,
all
there's
just
no
interrupts
perfect
under
answer.
just chatting.
yeah, just chatting basically encompasses a whole bunch of different things.
Right.
Yeah.
Have a politics section. Like, people don't want to go there if they. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you should ban talking
I don't
about
know.
politics in just chatting. Like, if you're just chatting, you're just chatting.
Yeah.
Politics is one of those things you chat about. And if you don't want to hear that person talk about politics, then go watch somebody else who's not talking about politics.
Well,
Yeah.
Simple as that.
ironically, what that would do is it would push people like Hassan to Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Twitter, maybe. I don't know.
That'd be
Here's
kinda
what you
funny.
need. You need a disclaimer at the beginning that says this person isn't Thomas Sowell. They're not going to be knowledgeable. Take everything they say with a grain of salt, and then everything's okay. And then, you know, that's the problem is
Yeah.
people take these people's word as the gospel truth. And it's like,
Mhm.
even the smartest of political minds they're still like really kind of like trying to dig down deep and figure it out. But they will admit that they just don't know everything. And these people who know nothing and think they know everything. And it's just like, the problem is as George Carlin said, think about the most average intelligent person you know, and understand that 50% of the population is dumber than that person.
Yeah.
So,
And then
so-
he goes further with that. It says, and then 50% of those people are even dumber.
yeah. Oh, come on.
What?
That wasn't even my meme. That's Moxie Dames, man.
He
Come
even
on.
put a Half-Life 3 in there too. That's
Yeah, but
hilarious.
you quickly became part of that meme.
Yes, I did.
Real quick, we got Red French
Nerd
Moon for two European monies.
I know Nerd
It's a
Wars is wearing
raid.
this right now.
It might include Grappe. Is that what he meant? Grappe? Like old time?
Frappe.
Let's hope so.
Like
It's a
the
raid.
Italian liqueur? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, probably not, but
Yeah.
More like
we'll go with
more
that.
like a Viking pastime, I would say.
The pillage part, right?
Yeah. Well, one comes first.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Kind
It's
of
part of
it.
it. It's part of it.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing if
What
you're not
up,
doing
Diz?
it anyway?
Let's see
Dizzy.
here. Let me make a new tab real quick. But Mo, did you do your intro?
Apparently people are doing it for me with the avocados, but no, I am Mo Zamboni. I am on the Monday Hangover, and I am also on tonight's late game with the GCA, but I'm also doing my own gaming channel, Mo's Gaming Room, where I'm going to be playing. I've been playing Fortnite on there just because I can fit it in, but I am going to start playing all of my retro games. I have a ton of retro consoles hooked up, and I can stream them. So we're going to start doing that now that the summer is opening up for me. But yeah, here I am. Nice to be here, as always.
Glad you made it. So this came out, I think, today. And I'm not sure how many people have watched the Terminal List, but we are getting a prequel story to Ben Edwards, one of the characters from the Terminal List. And in case you don't know what the Terminal List is, the Terminal List is a show that probably you didn't expect to be made if you haven't seen it. It came out in, let's see, what year was this? 2021? 2022. And this was a time where you weren't allowed to question the government. and you weren't allowed to question pharmaceutical companies. And this show did both of those things. And it came out of Amazon Studios. And we were like, how is this even a thing? This is crazy. So, just a teaser. August 27th.
It's Ben Edwards in the hat.
Yep.
That's it. Okay. Well, never watched the show, so I don't know.
Very creative.
I highly
Yeah.
recommend watching it, Nagadal, if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah,
I've only
I
seen the
recommend it.
first episode, but it was really good. I did enjoy it. So
Nice
So-
change of pace for Chris Pratt.
It is based on the book, The Terminal List, the first season, which they only made one change from the book, and it actually makes it unfold on the screen better. I don't want to say how because it'll give things away for people that haven't seen it, but I thought it was done really well. And I love the show so much. I read True Believer, which is the hopefully season 2,
Yep.
and that's going to be real interesting how they pull that one off because there's a lot of like Islamic phobia and stuff like that that's going to be happening and
Bring it.
massacres and stuff like
Bring it.
that. But there's a lot of flashbacks to that Ben character in this book, and I think other books as well. I haven't read past True Believer yet, but really excited. Yeah.
There's like I mean I had the trilogy or like the first 3 books, but I believe he's completed 5 or 6 books.
Yeah, and I think he's got like another one on the way because I
Yeah.
think he even said this is the last one, and then he was like, "No, just kidding," and he made another one, and he's working on it now.
It'd be nice if George R. Martin did that. You know?
Yeah,
But,
but yeah, the author Jack Carr, he was actually a Navy SEAL, so he's
Yeah.
probably just got tons of ideas for stories floating around in his head based on past operations. So
absolutely.
yeah. And it, if you're into guns like I am, they get kind of nerdy for like a page or two when like, they're checking stuff out of the armory and stuff like that. Like they get into like the fun details on guns and stuff like that. It's really fun.
It's well written.
Nice.
It'll be done soon.
Remember,
I'll start writing it any day now.
he made a post on X that I put my own thoughts on, and I just said he cares more about ranting about not finishing the book and about people, saying things to him than actually taking the time to finish the book. Maybe rearrange that energy, George, and actually finish it. But hey,
I don't know
show's
how
coming out, right?
He must not.
I don't know
want
if he's
to.
seen how big he is. He doesn't have very much energy to spread around.
Yeah, he even says in it's like, I'm going to die soon, and I was like, George, man, I don't know if you want to be saying that about yourself, but like, even if you're being sarcastic.
Oh, yep, that set Jess off in the chat.
Commie, lazy ass,
Yes,
bastard,
yes.
fuckwad. The good Jess.
But yeah, based on Chris Pratt plays the he's like an anti-hero in it.
Oh, he's so good in this though. Like
So good.
See, when I remember watching this, and I'm like, this is a version of Chris Pratt that we have not gotten a lot of because it's like been the he's Guardians of the Galaxy, and then he's in Jurassic World, and then you see this and you're like, hold on a second, like this is actually really fucking good with him as far as like, acting and different like role and portrayal. And I mean, like you feel for the guy and what he does, but yeah, he's certainly an anti-hero that goes on a rampage.
There was
Nice. I'll have to check it out, I guess.
my favorite scene was he was talking to that reporter at the restaurant, and he sees like some dude walk by that looks suspicious, and he's like, "We gotta go," and she thinks he's crazy.
Yeah.
That chick right there, and he's like, "No, we gotta go." Yeah, right there. He backs his Land Cruiser up into that Charger and then lights the dude up. It was so awesome.
Nice. That sounds sick.
Oh, it's such a good scene. Yep. All right. What else we got here? So this started going around on Twitter, and I don't know how true it is, but Claire Obscure Expedition 33 production costs less than 1.7 million. And that's
Whoa.
actually surprising considering they used voice actors and whatnot.
Yeah.
Handryhan
Wow.
agrees. Everybody's desperate to know what the budget is, and I won't tell them. But I would guarantee you, if you got 10 people to guess, I think all 10 would guess the actual figures. He says, I'm sure. Okay, here it is. I'm sure Mirror's Edge and Vanquish cost more. Put it that way. So people figured out how much those two games cost, and they were fairly cheap to make.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, if this is true, like, dude, AA Games is like pulling off wins bigger than we thought.
Yeah.
I think by the nature of them and how they operate, they automatically will win as long as they got a good creative team because they can move quicker. They have just enough money to make something special and interesting and have a lot of production value, but not enough money to just throw everything at it and make something and try to figure it out. Like it's enough for them to be prohibitive in the creation process because, as they say, you always better art comes from a limited palette. And I think AA has shown that with RoboCop Rogue City, which is awesome. And Terminator Resistance, everybody sleeps on that. That's a great game too. But there's a lot of AA games out there. Helldivers, which I know was Sony, but it was still like AA by nature. Yep. It's that is the way of the future because it is easier to cut out all of the nonsense and all of the ideologues and idiots that end up working in a place where you just can't manage that kind of structure. There's just too many people and too many cooks in the kitchen. So yeah, I'm all for AA. Let's go.
Since you brought up RoboCop, I thought this was funny. Peak DLC just dropped. RoboCop Rogue City DLC adds accessibility option to auto target dicks.
Let's go.
Amazing.
So I don't know if you guys remember it, Black Ops 1 and 2 days. I mean, it's probably still true with all the other Black Ops, but this is just burned in my brain. But you know how the final kill is always like the final like replay as the the end kill that it shows to everybody at the end of the match. Yeah, it's always someone getting shot in the dick every time, right? Am I crazy?
No, say center mass, man. Center mass.
Maybe everyone's always aiming low for the recoil, and it's always like
this.
Yeah. Pretty much like Counter-Strike days.
Oh.
Dr. Manzor gifted 5 membership.
Ooh, thank you,
man.
Dr. Manzor, the man who is basically making it possible for us to watch Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. One of the best animated movies adaptations of Street Fighter ever. So thank you, Dr. Manzor. You're
nice.
Shout out.
Let's see here. And then speaking of modding, so this is kind of strange. EA cracking down on DEI remover mod for Sims 4. There's a mod, however, that has caused a bit of controversy. DEI remover 1.00 is a mod that changes the diverse character options found in the game into straight and white characters. EA is reportedly trying to have the mod removed from various websites, but it keeps on being re-uploaded according to a report from Wired.
Nice. Based.
Dude.
Why do they care?
I'm not sure, but yeah, Hypnotic Live just rated us.
Yeah,
oh, damn. Hypno.
That's what's up.
Nice.
Welcome on in, everyone.
Nice.
Thanks for the raid.
Hell bigots.
Wow.
The bigot army.
Why would they care if this is client side and no one else can see it other than the person that puts the mod on?
They're mad it exists.
Control freaks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a little telling that it just proves that it's forced. They are there for push diversity.
Yeah.
You control their expression or speech, you'll control their thoughts, and that's what they're trying to do.
According to this here, this stream is racist because we're all white. So therefore, we must hate black people.
Yep.
We did just get a big army raid as well. So
That is
That's true.
crazy.
Does that mean
We're
we're
mad
super
racists.
racists?
Mega racist.
but I love this too. It even changes the LGBTQ plus couples into siblings.
That's
Yikes.
awesome.
Nice.
This isn't just a mod, it's intentionally erasing representation and pushing a harmful and disgusting agenda.
Yep. Show conceive.
I think
This has always been about creativity, diversity, and making space for everyone. Yeah, so do your own thing on your own computer. Crazy. I don't even understand these people anymore.
Bunch of weirdos.
Oh my god, we got like 140 people watching.
Hell yeah. All right. Well,
you
come on in,
say
everyone.
weirdo. I have another word on deck. I'm not going to say it. So
we'll give them
That's
something.
the nice version, you know.
yes,
that,
but we're all thinking the right word, and it is a right word. And if you don't think it is, a people out there, then you're that word. So
Well, we're gonna go from hot to cold because I got something fun. So this game, Kingmakers, apparently is going to have a
Yes.
single player campaign, and it's going to allow full multiplayer online co-op, and I believe that's 4 players. And they're supporting drop in, drop out any time.
Wow.
I can't wait for this game, man.
Yeah, oh, yeah, full
it looks
screen.
pretty fun.
This is gonna be awesome.
Oh my.
Whole game, but
Damn.
it looks so fun.
Oh my god. That's sick. Change history. Let's go.
Yeah, change history with an Abrams tank.
Oh, that would be awesome.
He's got a shotgun and like medieval times. Change history together. Let's go.
Dirt bikes, bro.
Oh, let's go.
Just imagine having an AK-47 in medieval times.
Oh wow, and you can. Oh, that's sick. You can build stuff too.
Okay, this could be pretty
Wait,
fun.
did you see they were taking down the roof with like a grenade launcher? That was so cool. Oh,
That is pretty
Dude.
cool.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
That's
I'm like a
I'm
Counter
sold.
Strike. Get up while he's on a
I do
horse.
have a list of
Sure
upcoming
does.
games I want to get.
That's like an
Yeah.
auto buy for me, honestly.
I
Oh,
know.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm putting it on
sold.
my list. Upcoming games.
That's gonna be great to play with people regardless online. But
Absolutely.
yeah, can I get a Gatling gun and just go on like the Revolutionary War and then just go ahead, stand there.
UK Gamer, it looks like just Epic Game Store and Steam, probably at first, because it's going to go early access. And I'm assuming when the 1.0 comes out, they'll start working on the console.
The reaction video to that.
Because I think it's a fairly small studio and they just don't have the resources to
Pre-order it.
release on every platform.
You know what? Fuck you. I will pre-order it right now.
Yeah, look, can you on Steam? Can your PC even?
maybe
I
wish
think
list.
so. So they make them. I have it on my wish list. Let's see.
Can your beast of a laptop even handle it?
Probably not, to be honest. It is a gaming laptop, but it's pretty old, and I do wail on it quite a bit. So
Let's see. I forget who sent this to me. It might have been Tomac. New co-op horror game. Mimesis uses AI to replicate your voice and movements to hunt you and your teammates down. So they were saying, I think it was Tomac. He was saying, I would love to see the GCA play this and see how the AI would try to mimic all of you on stream.
I saw this and this looks
that
fun.
would be interesting. Yeah.
Lethal Company
probably
already has something kind of like this where the monsters will actually like echo things that you've said back.
Mhm.
And
Interesting.
yeah, and you actually think that your friend is around the corner, but then it's a monster. It's kind of funny.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
really
It's
cool.
really
Remind me
creepy.
of the Darth Vader AI though, because like the other day, Nomi, I was playing with Nomi, and she said something about getting a dub, and then Vader repeated it back like 3 different times. It was like this dub that you speak of. Like brought it up in like 3 different ways after she said it. They kept going on about it. It was so funny.
All right, I heard that Nerd Wars didn't have the best experience on Minecraft yesterday for the first
Wait,
time.
really?
Oh, did he
Yeah.
play?
How many
Finally?
times did he die?
I think this comment right here is a bit of projection from that.
You see the NPCs
So-
all die in the first minute. You all alone. You mean the villagers? Well, yeah. If you show up to a village and you don't know what you're doing, then you're gonna get all the villagers killed. Fucked.
Star Wars, I could turn it off or I could turn it down, but you wanted the vanilla experience, so.
No, it's all right. I still hold the record for the most deaths in that server so far. I swear to God.
I think I've died at least
I don't
10 or
blame
11
you.
times.
I don't blame you.
I'm easily over 100 by now.
In fact,
don't
I didn't have
worry.
any
I'll
food.
be playing soon. Your record is not safe, Nerd Slap. I can guarantee.
All right. Well, I have the worst death. Okay, I went to a cave with full iron armor, a sword, and a shield. I was blocking arrows and stuff. And then I was fighting these two skeletons, and I fell down a hole and lost most of my health. And one of them snuck up and me, killed me. And the skeleton literally took my entire armor set, my sword, and my shield. I could see him walking around after I died. And I went back there to find him, and he was gone.
You got to quit falling, Nagger.
And then I
you
went
do
to
that
leave
every
the cave,
game.
and my dog fell in lava and died.
You do that in every game, Nagranol. Like Vader was making fun of you. It's like this Doom Slayer, which was Nagranol's character. It's like he's becoming becoming a liability on this team. You should reconsider resing him next time. Or like just talking absolute trash about him. But Nagranol needs to understand.
Even though I put in 12 kills the other day and got us that win, so.
Here's an Isaac story for you. I was digging straight down to diamond level to get some diamonds, and Isaac was flaunting about how he already had a diamond pick or whatever. Him having a couple of diamonds in his pocket just went straight to his head. He turned into an asshole. Anyways,
turned
he's
into
like,
one, huh?
Well, a bigger one than usual.
Right.
And he's like, "I'll be
Is
right
that a
back." And
Molly
he comes,
emote? Where
he
the
comes
fuck
back
is
with some TNT, and he puts down TNT to dig down faster, but he couldn't get back out. So I'm standing on like this higher ledge, and he's like freaking out as it's lit, and boom, he just turned into a pinata. So I'm still laughing about it. It was funny.
Oh, that's great.
Fantastic.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I might come in there and set up some trapdoors or something.
Wrong window. So Discord has been making some changes lately, as they are going public. Discord users can get Nitro for free, but they need to interact with ads. So they're introducing this in Discord currency called orbs. Is that right, Nerdslab?
Yeah.
So we already have those like daily quests that you see pop up in the bottom left, at least on the PC version. I don't know what it looks like on mobile, but they want you to like watch a trailer for a movie or turn on a game for like 15 minutes. I'm thinking they're going to shift that into earning orbs, and then you can use the orbs to buy Nitro, which takes away ads. How do you guys feel about that?
If you want to watch ads, I personally won't do this because I hate ads that much. But like for things like if you have to like play a game for a certain amount of time, then yeah, that's actually kind of cool. PlayStation has a similar thing where you, I think Xbox does too, where you like it'll give you challenges to play a game or launch a demo or something, and you get certain rewards. Like actually, you can get all these. Maybe hard to see. You get like different things. You get digital collectibles. You can also get points that save up, which are more like these things that we're talking about here, where you can buy games just by doing different challenges like that.
I haven't seen it yet on my Discord on PC at least, but I'll keep an eye on it.
What the quests are you talking about?
Yeah.
So they change how they do it quite a bit. I'll see it sometimes like down where when you join a voice call, it'll have like the information down in the bottom left. But then another spot you can find it is if you go to the Discover section, like you're going to look for a server, there's a tab there and it'll show you all the ones that you can do right now.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
weird. Well, they do have certain other quests, like how we have the Doomslayer shield.
So I just got the Mission Impossible one. It was like watch a 30-second ad and then you get this avatar frame for 2 months.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about it is having it for 2 months. Like
You should
Why
be
can't
able to just
why
keep
can't you
it.
just like collect them and then like use whatever you want? Yeah.
I think they figured out that people just don't really care that much about the avatar frames and things
I
like
would
that.
love to keep that Doom frame for the rest of my fucking life. I'm not making.
Yeah. I mean, some of them people like, but I mean, generally, like the masses, I don't think are jumping through hoops to get the quest done so they can have it. And I think if you turn it into a currency,
I ever did it just so I could fit in with everybody else who already had it. So
they're gonna have to set up some kind of system though, because I mean, what's to stop somebody from just like starting one of the ad videos and then walking away to do something, and then they come back.
that doesn't matter to them. You don't have to watch the ad for them to get revenue.
That's true, I suppose, but I feel like because what they have it now is like with these quests, you have to be like in the video in Discord. Like if you click off screen or click to another program, it just automatically pauses the video. So it's like at least they have that, but I mean you could still like start it, walk away for the 2 minutes or whatever, and then come back. And it's
no.
I guess
letting turning it into a currency and letting people use the currency what they want might might make it more enticing to people because with Nitro, in case people forgot, grants users special upgrades like custom emojis and emojis that follow you from server to server, so you can use different ones in different servers, icons and video backgrounds, as well as increasing the file size limit. Some people like that for images, and then also you can boost the server that you're on for the HD streaming quality, which is nice on our server considering how many watch parties that we do. So
right,
yeah, totally.
But thanks to Yopops, he boosted it like 5,000 times.
Yeah, a few other people too. I've seen a few other people.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
Let's see here. And then we also have this. Sony wants to reduce toxic behavior in gaming. How are they going to do that?
By going and fucking themselves, I would say.
I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I agree with you. Continuing to prioritize making games a safer and more welcoming environment for all players. Need a safe space. Sony has registered a patent for bad actors. That would be Nagranol detection system that would help to reduce toxic behavior in online video games. The filing joins a string of patents that seek to lessen unhealthy interactions in multiplayer gaming to promote positive experiences between players. Companies like Sony have shown an effort to ensure online spaces are free of toxicity and negative interactions.
It's impossible to get rid of that.
Yeah, it'll never happen.
That's part of gaming, is being toxic.
Yep.
Check this out. So I'll just cut to the chase here. If the user's bad actor score exceeds a predetermined threshold, that player may face limited online capabilities until they show a change in activity. They're talking about a social score.
That's insane.
Wow.
Pretty sure
all gamers are equal,
elsewhere.
some more than others.
Sony's going to lose a lot of players.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, if they want to kill their player base, so
Yep.
that's how you do it.
Yeah,
Come to PC.
They have all these different flow charts and whatnot. A little happiness.
This is
retarded.
For once, I can't disagree. Like this is.
I think these are the actual patent submission. Yeah.
The happy faces.
These are probably the bad actors. They're black.
Wow,
yeah.
they're black. That makes sense.
Whoa.
The black actors, you got to watch out for them. They're not the best.
Two bad actors account for 50% of the bad acts.
So inappropriate text or voice chat, griefing actions like friendly fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Notice none of the bad actors are white.
Yes.
Well, when we're doing our submachine gun matches, you don't get a penalty for shooting the white targets, but you do for the others. So, but yeah, more on that later. But what do you guys think about an actual social score?
The gayest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I know.
that's fucked.
I kind of agree with GraphWeb,
Afuera,
except I'm
yeah.
gonna slightly change it to hashtag fuck Sony.
Yeah. Hashtag come over to Microsoft for PC at least.
Hashtag
know-
SteamOS.
Yeah, no, fuck
Yeah.
Microsoft, but yeah, Steam.
Weren't they trying to implement some of this with the making everybody sign up with PlayStation Plus for Helldivers 2? Wasn't this supposed to be attached to that a little bit? You guys remember that?
Yeah, it was after the fact. That's
It
why
could
people
be.
got pissed. Yeah.
I mean, Microsoft does the same thing with Sea of Thieves and other games.
You know, the
Yeah.
funny thing about that whole ordeal was because I started playing Helldivers 2 on day one
Minecraft, for
when it
instance.
came out, but I never had to sign up for it, and I don't have a PlayStation 5, so like I don't have a PSN account or anything like that. So I don't know. It was like I didn't really care about it, but I understand why people cared. So I'm glad they redacted what we're trying to do, because obviously they realized like, hey, we're hurting our player base here, and like we're still Arrowhead before we're Sony, even though they're under the branch of Sony. So it's just like, it is doing the right thing for your gamers. And I if this is something that Sony is going to push out, then they've lost sight at what their gamers actually need to do, and like they're taking away like the freedom for for them to say what they need to say or whatnot. I mean, if someone doesn't want to hear, foul mouth or bad language, whatever, right, then you don't have to enable game chat, right? Turn off proximity chat, just have it so all you can hear is the game volume, right?
Yeah.
Like, now if you're talking about spawn camping, right, or whatnot, then like that is never ever going to go away. You can't do anything about that unless you just quit the game and join another one and hope that maybe that doesn't happen in your game type. But there again, like I think whatever this upcoming generation of gamers is also soft as hell. Like I think all of us grew up in probably one of the most toxic gaming environments, and we still thrived through it. We were all part of it. I mean,
It's not even toxic. It was just like,
well,
They
it was
can't
normal
take
though.
any insults.
Like people just venting.
Like teabagging in Halo, I did it every single time. I do it in ranked games.
And now you get reported.
Yeah, minus 100 social score, Nick.
You got me.
You know what? If you want to feel better,
Yes,
join
everybody-
a
everybody
casual
does it.
lobby. Join a
Yeah.
casual lobby without Prime enabled in Counter-Strike 2. Your faith in humanity will be redeemed, because they're still using words that I thought have long since been gone. They're like 15-year-olds are like, well, I'm like, wow, that's one I haven't heard in a while. All right, let's go. No, it's still out there. It just thrives in a better community. Talking trash is psychological warfare, and it belongs in video games just like any other game.
Yep.
Yeah, you talk trash to get people off their game. If you can't get any better than them, you
What
talk
up,
trash.
Sophie?
That's what you do.
But they can't handle it nowadays. I mean, I was playing COD a few weeks ago, and I got reported for calling somebody stupid.
Oh my
Like,
god!
really?
What a fucking pussy.
You know why, Nerd Slap? It's because you should have called him the F slur.
I should have. You're right.
Yeah.
Your money's worth.
Like, because he's like, oh, he only called me stupid. This guy is definitely
Well,
gay.
to be fair, about 5 minutes later, I called somebody else that. So,
and he didn't get reported, right?
and I didn't get reported.
That was respect, Nerd Slip. That was a respect right there. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to report him because I respect that insult.
It's just
Sophie said you should hear what I call people in games. Yeah. You don't want to play games with Sophie.
Well, when Sophie says
believe
stupid, it's even better. She's like, "You stupid." She has a Peruvian spin on it.
Like, I don't know if there's any games that I really talk shit in anymore. I mean, I think the last game I talked shit in was probably Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite like in a year or so. But like last night, Kata and I were playing Battlefront 2, and
Nice.
like we were being toxic in the game for like stuff you can do, of course, because I'm like, we're getting pissed off, and I'm like, we're like just we don't have like proximity chat or anything like that, but people are typing in the game, and like obviously game chat can get a little crazy at times with some of the stuff that gets said in that regard.
Oh, yeah. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, see, but like, yeah, but that was just a part of it. Like people were being toxic by sniping like from their spawn point where you can't enter in. So I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll go snipe them instead. I'll just kind of camp them. And that's what I did until they just kind of gave up and they stopped doing what they were doing. So yeah,
Exactly. What do you guys
Jack
play
by
on?
Toxic with
PC?
PC. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be crazy if they made that crossplay, but it'll never happen, unfortunately.
So
I'm
what I was
surprised
going to
they
say
didn't.
was, yeah, in there's text chat. You don't see it that often in Call of Duty Warzone, but somebody says, "Who's tired of all the?" It was like the rainbow people or something like that. Hit one, and all you saw was 1. Like it was like you'll never stop it. It
Nope.
doesn't matter. We'll get to Morse code before you get it out of the game. So
Because who would have even thought to block out that kind of interaction? You know what I mean?
Right.
Someone
Right.
will always. It's just like Jurassic Park. Life finds a way, right?
Yeah.
so does apparently the chat has gotten clued into my. That's awesome.
I mean, I'll still talk mad shit when I'm playing like Marvel Rivals because half the time your teammates are just worthless. They're just focused on attacking. Like even the healers will be just attacking. It's like, do your fucking job, you.
Okay, that's yeah. I take that back. That was the last game I did talk shit on because my team sucked ass and I was playing comp mode. And I'm like, you guys can get a fucking clue. You guys have no idea how comp and teams work. And granted, I was like making my way through bronze, so I'm not gonna have like the the lowest of the low, but yeah, it's hilarious.
Get me into a Battlefield 4 lobby where support isn't supplying ammo, and you'll hear every curse word ever. Throw me the fucking ammo! Like I'm like sniping. I'm got nothing, and they're just walking over me, and I can see their feet in front of me. Okay, if you're a medic, I don't care who you are here. And if you support us,
100%.
if you were ever a medic or support in Battlefield and you were trying to get kills, you suck. And I hope your mom gets herpes in her butthole. All right. So I don't care. Yeah.
That's any game with healers. If you're focused on
if you're not
healing,
then get into another class. But if you're not healing, because healing is easy points too. That's what people.
Oh yeah.
So that's just a sample, people.
Well,
that's
have you guys?
Go ahead.
Have you guys seen Battlefield Friends from Hank and Jed?
Ah, yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, so they made these little animations of interactions within Battlefield games, and one of them is there's a gadget that the support class, which is the people that throw ammo down on the ground, they have a gadget where they can fly around a MAV and like try to run into people and kill them with a roadkill. It's really funny. But they're a support class just sitting there staring at a little tablet, flying around a drone. And like one of the ones was this guy walking up. He's like, "Hey, you have any ammo? I need ammo, ammo!" And it like progressively gets worse to where he's going insane. And it's just a dude staring at a tablet the entire time. That's where PTFO. That's where I learned it the most is play the fucking objective from Battlefield. So.
One of my favorite is when
that's the worst of the people aren't playing it. The worst thing in Battlefield 1 is when you need like, what is it, domination or whatever. You need there's 5 bases. You really need 3 of them, and people are trying to take the one that's the other enemy's spawn. Like they spawn right behind that. Like, why are you going for that one when they're just gonna keep taking it back? Just take the 3 that are closest to our spawn, and we'll win the game. Like,
well, you don't know the strategy behind it.
No,
the strategy is if you can't get that middle base, you go after their gimme, because then that causes people from the middle base to fall back and grab their gimme again, which opens them up to lose the middle base.
Really good team, but 90% of the time that doesn't work. You have the whole team going.
Oh, you don't even know, Daggerdall. No wonder you don't like Battlefield. You're playing it wrong.
What do you mean? No, I love Battlefield 1.
That's what we were doing last night.
Some people are retarded. They fucking don't know what they're doing.
What we were doing in Battlefield. Battlefront 2. Like if you guys are familiar with the Genosis map, there's a spawn where there's like a fallen like walker there, or vehicle that the Republic have, and what you do is you snipe, so you start picking them off, and you have someone go around the flank, and you basically attack them from the side. You take that B position, and then they are in the middle spot C, and then they fell back every single time. It worked every single time we played last night, and then we would end up taking C because all of our the heroes would rush, and that's what they were just peppering, and just wearing them down. So and it worked both ways. It happened against us, it worked against them. So it's just now if It
It's a
doesn't
great game
happen.
mode where it goes back and forth, where like you can like push the enemy back, you go into space, you fight there. They can push
Yeah.
you back to the surface. Like
Oh, we had a game
that
last
can
night.
go on for hours.
We had a game last night, 1 hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah.
One
Damn.
game. It was awesome.
I've played so the reason why I like Battlefield 3 and 4 is because you have the third-party servers, and the third-party servers you can adjust the ticket rate on it, which means you have to get like 1,000 kills or 1,000 tickets dropped from owning flags, and those games will go on for hours and hours and hours. And when you invest that much time, like you really want to win, and you're like trying really hard, and I don't know, it's just the stakes are raised because of how many more hours you put into that match.
I tell you what, though, the angriest I ever get in
But yeah, UK gamer. I always like playing Battlefield around the holidays because people had just picked up the game, and you're getting free kills because they didn't have skill-based matchmaking, and it was so much fun.
Yeah,
so you're just leveling up all your guns. It's awesome.
Yep, but good luck getting the objectives
let's
taken.
see here. Next story.
Yeah, no.
Ugh.
I was hoping Norman was going to be here, but that Black Panther game that EA was going to make, they canceled it.
And not just the game itself, but the studio.
So Electronic Arts has officially canceled its Black Panther video game and shut down Cliffhanger Games, the studio created to develop the project. Announced in 2023 as part of EA's multi-game deal with Marvel, the title had been in early development with no gameplay footage ever released. So they talk about this memo with Cliffhanger Games, and then it goes into they had been infiltrated by Sweet Baby Inc.
See, this makes sense. Like,
oh no,
that's the only
this is
reason
really sad.
It's a company that didn't go anywhere because they.
I'm gonna leave and come back. I can't hear you guys.
Kind of thing. You can't hear us.
Oh, I did that.
For once,
no wonder you were talking over me. I'm like, what an asshole! He keeps talking over me.
I know. I was like, poor Mo's not getting a chance to speak right now.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, I thought I was muted. Am I muted?
He's trampling me. I'm used to it from Nagranol, but not ABF.
It does that to me too. It's all audio will just cut out, and I always think it's like my mixer, but it's StreamYard. Yeah.
StreamYard sucks. So hey, let me plug tomorrow. We're so all month on Thursdays on my channel Mozamboni. We've been reviewing alternatives to StreamYard so that we don't have to deal with this bullshit anymore. So come watch as we do EV Mux. Thank you. We're doing EV Mux tomorrow. We've done Restream. We've done one stream live, which is the worst thing ever, and Rumble Studio, which is also the worst thing ever. But I'm putting a little bit of my money on the line to do the paid option, and we're gonna see how they all work. So come tune in at 8:30 tomorrow Eastern time, and I will review them so that we don't have to deal with this crap anymore. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I've been liking EV Mux. The more I use it.
I was taking a look at it, and I like it.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Okay.
And I use
and I've been
paid
checking
version,
out
the middle
Prism
one.
lately too, as a replacement for OBS, and I'm liking Prism.
It's great.
Didn't you also check out Meld?
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah, I didn't dive into it really a whole lot yet, but
no, it's too cut off at the ankles. It's got some promise, but there's just not enough there.
It's early stage.
Prism. I opened Prism. Looks like OBS so far. It has all. I like how it has all the like platforms at the top, even though I only.
And it's nice because you can import from OBS too.
That is cool.
Okay, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean import? Like
your profiles, your setup. Yeah, so all of your scenes you can bring.
Yeah,
in.
all of my scenes.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can import
for the most part. It gets you like 90% of the way there, but it's super helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, if I could find. Yeah.
Nagranol, I can help you with that after the stream.
Because I was looking for that setting. I heard about that, and I was looking for it, but.
But anyways, I was going to say what I was going to say earlier. There's one thing that makes me so angry is playing Battlefield, and I leave A, B, or C, or D, or E. And as soon as I leave, tick, 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 tick. I'm like, well, you bedwetters, will you just get on the objective? Help me out here. Oh,
yeah.
So, it's so annoying.
Yeah. Last night when we were playing Battlefront, I rarely play as like the support role, which I think it's the engineer, I want to say, in that game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that role gets slept on because one of the options with the cards is putting a shield, right? Like the dome. So it's easy for capturing points, and you get a lot of points from it. And it's like, why not just drop the shield? It's almost a guarantee, or it forces them in the shield. So it's like if they come in here, like, if you got
The
someone else
last
with you,
one.
like they're dead,
Yeah.
you know, right on the spot. But
What is the does the sport have the flak shotgun in this one?
um,
I remember back in the day,
I-
like that was the role. Like the sport had you could throw down ammo. It was ammo and health. It was one of the throwables, and then also the flak shotgun was. I'm pretty sure that was the same class. Plus, you could repair stuff. Like
Oh, hi,
components.
BF.
maybe.
I believe that
Welcome
was the
back.
same.
Sorry that it took so long. And
Dude, the
sorry
original
if I was-
battle, the original Battlefront 2, I had everything legendary. Played it.
So I was just telling him when we were talking about this certain subject. I was trying to start it, and you kept talking over you. I'm like, and you would like, so I know, but I'm like,
I heard
what an
dead
asshole.
silence.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard
same
dead
here.
silence.
but it makes
so
sense. And I'm like, yeah,
I
I was just
apologize.
like, no, that's all right. I just thought it was funny. So I plugged my stream for tomorrow so that you don't have to deal with this shit anymore. And then we got back on subject like we do. We're professionals.
Oh.
Do I sound high pitched?
Yeah, you sound like a gay faggot.
Really?
Look at this Niagara.
Do I seriously? Hang
Yeah,
on.
this-
No,
No.
you sound fine.
No,
Let
you
me
sound
check.
fine.
Well, I mean,
My bad.
Okay, no, we're good. It's set to the right thing.
It's a bundle
Yeah.
of sticks.
Also, I am not a meatball from the UK or a bundle of a cigarette. So
You're not a cigarette in the UK.
yeah, this is where I first learned about it. Vera Dark posted this out today. Ex Sweet Baby Inc. employee and current EA's Marvel Black Panther narrative designer seen proudly bragging that previous title Validate had no white people on dev team. Sweet. Where's your game at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
How do you
fine.
feel now?
It's almost like they didn't make things diverse, huh?
Mm. Oh, Black
But-
Game failed.
Oh, yeah. It's a
And
shame.
this is
Wish it was good.
actually breaking fake news. So Atreus came out and said, "What the fuck? EA cancels Black Panther game and shuts down Cliffhanger Studios." Insider tells me EA was disgusted after discovering players needed to eat watermelon and eat chicken to upgrade T'Challa's suit. Did you guys hear about this? Is this true?
I believe it.
Does anyone
can
know if this is
believe it.
true?
If Atreus said it, then I believe it. Yeah.
You're right.
100.
That was right. Yeah.
If,
Well, what was
if
that,
they cancel
that
the game,
South of
they're
Midnight?
racist.
South of Midnight, you had to pick cotton to power up.
No.
Yeah,
No way.
They called it
What?
fluff. They called
No.
it blue for fluff. Look it up, or I'll look it up. They absolutely did.
Oh my word.
I believe it.
Hmm. Let's see here. And again, where is Norman? Sleepyhead? This was gonna be his story. Cyberpunk 2 is in development from CD Projekt Red.
Wow, nice. Hell yeah.
That's good.
Game had a lot of problems when it first came out, but turned into a really high selling game and a really good quality game.
Mhm.
So, let's see here. Yeah, Project Orion is what they've been calling it behind the scenes, and they just finished up the conceptual phase. CD Projekt Red also announced that Cyberpunk 2077's expansion Phantom Liberty has now sold more than 10 million copies. That's pretty crazy. And they're going to release it on Switch too, also, which hasn't happened yet.
I wonder if they're gonna have frame rate issues on the
Yeah.
Switch too. My first
They're
thought,
Almost
but
certainly.
Well,
They're
DLSS
probably-
is on there, right?
What's that?
DLSS is going to be DLSS is going to be on the Switch too. Okay, so I think they definitely have a better chance of hitting it, but yeah, I would venture to say there's probably going to be some hiccups. Yeah.
The solution to more frame rate is dropping the resolution, and DLSS lets you drop the resolution. So,
yeah.
Yep. And also, it's probably fine if you drop the resolution when you got a tiny ass screen. Just don't have
probably.
it slammed up against your eyeballs. You'll be fine.
but I got to be able to see each every pixel. Like
Can't see
that's
the
why I
ROEs that
that's why I
well.
got to do it. I got to hold it up right up to my face.
That's like people telling me they can tell a difference between 1080p and 4K on like a 42-inch screen.
Right.
You can't. You just can't. Let's see here. Oh, this is interesting too. So, Elden Ring Night Rain has come out, and there's a bunch of people praising it, and then there's a bunch of people saying that it's mediocre. And I'm actually kind of leaning towards maybe this isn't the best release of a game. I was watching XQC play it for a bit, and he was basically alluding that it seems like you can beat the game in about 5 to 10 hours if you and your team can pull everything off together. So if you're good at fighting the bosses,
like pre-veteran players, yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of encourage, like the gameplay is basically just like a loop. You have to beat the bosses within a certain night or something like that. I haven't played it myself, so forgive me if I get a couple details wrong. But it's sort of like a progressive thing. You have to survive the different nights by beating the bosses, right? And it sounds like if you could just do it all correctly, there's not a whole lot of gameplay there, and they just expect you to get stuck in that loop to try to beat it.
And it's just boss after boss after boss.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about it. But
yeah. Well, I heard that you need 3 players. You can't do it solo. You can't do, or maybe you can do it either solo or with 3 players.
Well,
maybe there is no solo.
Can you do matchmaking? I wonder. That might suck, but
I don't know.
I'm wondering if you can.
Did they say if it's crossplay or not?
That I'm not sure on. Let me see if it says that in here at all. I want to say there was no crossplay, and that was one of the other things that was making people upset.
It does not support crossplay.
Yeah. So I do remember. Yeah, there's a couple different reasons why this game isn't the best release, and you would think that. Is this made by From?
Yeah,
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it might taint their reputation a bit. I don't know why they would allow this to come out in the state that it is.
Yeah, it's a little disconcerting if there's no crossplay. But I mean, I see Ronan said it's either solo or
okay. Yeah, I was just
3
looking
players.
that up.
But
yeah, that's weird. Like, why not duos?
Oh, no duos. Yeah, that is weird.
Because that's how I basically played Elden Ring. Like, I just played with my friend.
Right, like imagine okay,
that I could.
You have to wait, but you don't want to play solo because like there's 2 people, so it's like, okay, well I guess we can both play a solo or just wait till someone else gets on, but that you're just putting people in an awkward position.
Yeah, trying to find like 1 person to play with you, easy clap. Find 2 people that have lives, it's a little bit of a trick.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just it came out today. We don't even have that much, to go on as far as like Steam charts and things like that. In fact, let me check it again because it wasn't working earlier because the game wasn't like out long enough or something like that. Have you guys played Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I beat Elden Ring.
About 10
I have not played
minutes
the
of
DLC though. Oh man,
I have not.
Yeah, if you have the base version, the game plans to unlock in approximately 21 hours.
Oh yeah, that's why it's not showing yet because
Yep.
those are like pre-order numbers that are happening right now and things like that.
Yep. If you got the deluxe version, you got early access, which I didn't get because I mean I loved the original game. I loved Shadow of the Erd Tree. I mean it was great, but it's interesting that they put you in this little bit of a predicament to force the co-op potentially, unless like you're going to be able to, maybe have a diverse solo experience at that point with skills, abilities, and if even what Erwin says is accurate, like how are you going to just to play as a healer throughout the entire game? I mean I did see that it's not going to be maybe as hard, but we'll see because it is from the same studio, so I would anticipate it to be difficult, and I would be displeased if it wasn't difficult. But how? Like, I don't know if it's going to scale. Like, if you're playing with 3 players, does that mean it's 3 times as hard, or what?
I don't know. I think that it means
I
that
wouldn't be
you have.
surprised, honestly.
I think your team has to pull off the timing 3 times as much. I'm guessing that's how it works. Yeah,
Something like that. It has to be, right?
I wish I had
Like,
looked up more about this before the stream, but like I want to know how is it still kind of open world? Like you are playing
believe
together
so.
in an open world up until the bosses. Like,
It says that.
I'm wondering how you level up and like how you is it still the same as Elden Ring where you go around find new weapons and armor from beating different people and upgrading that stuff like.
Right.
Everything I've seen has just been like bosses.
Yeah, I mean, it says it's open world, but
Yeah, it seems to be more condensed.
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm just wondering how much more.
I'm gonna find out a lot more by Monday. Talk about it on off the hip, because then we'll have a little bit more time people playing. But I'm guessing there's gonna be 2 different types of groups, right? You're gonna have the group that hates Gears of War because they played it single player and they're like, oh, the game is just like, all right, you know what I mean? Because they didn't have a brother or a friend after school to come over and play co-op with, right?
Oh my goodness.
So they played it solo. That or they have dipshit friends who suck at the game, right?
Yep.
Or the third group is going to be they have a bunch of Elden Ring veteran shit bucketers, and they're good at the game, and they beat the game the actual 5 hours like XQC was talking about. So that might be kind of funny. So
yeah, that's my friend Quasi. He pretty much carried me through all the bosses, but it was still fun. Like that's what we do.
He's got.
But it looks like we got avocados in chat, which means that Mo has to take off.
Indeed. So, anyways, Layton gave the GCAs coming up here for episode 61 with Erudai.
Nice.
Apparently, he's not the biggest fan of my thumbnail, which makes me even happier that he's going to be on. So, anywho, follow us on all over there. It's been a pleasure talking with you all tonight. Nick, once again, wonderful talking with you.
Likewise.
So we'll see you a little later tonight, and I'll talk to you all later, chat. Bye.
See you later, Mo. And now that Mo is gone, oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that would just cover. Well, that kind of works still. Turn the chat on. All right, we need to get some super chats really quick though.
Yes.
C&D Designs, what's up, dude? How are you doing?
Yo,
for $5. What up, fellas? Hope all is well. Disney is still the devil. Hail the rebellion. That's right. We got our rebellion shirts on right now.
I got that.
And thanks for the $5, dude. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
GraphWeb. I've never seen this super chat from him before for $2.
New?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's supposed to be a new thing that he's doing. I guess he's starting a hashtag or something.
Huh.
FFS. What is that? Is that for fuck's sake?
I feel like
right?
Is that like Final Fantasy
start
S?
a new segment.
Is it a 5?
I got an idea for a segment. We should, anytime we see a super chat like this, we should, one or all of us should sing it. I think that'd be.
I don't like that idea. That sounds terrible.
That's a terrible idea.
I think it would be great.
I think you should start. Like it's your idea.
Start.
Oh,
I should start singing.
Yeah,
especially this one. This is a great thing to read.
It'd be a great super chat to sing.
So how are you supposed to sing it though? Like
creative, just as much as boldly as you want.
Here, I'll start it. Are you ready?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
It's your show, ABF. If
right.
you lead, we'll jump in. Does that work?
Yeah,
it works.
Okay,
works.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
Cancel Disney Plus.
Wait. Are we doing the hashtag or no hashtag?
I don't know. Is it
No,
is
you
it
don't
weird to
say
say
the
the hashtag?
I think we should.
You don't.
Do you?
We'll workshop it.
It's
It's a bit of a rough idea.
We can only do one try at a time. We're not allowed to redo it.
All right,
we gotta wait.
It's like a one and done thing. Okay.
Well, I mean, for $2, you know.
True.
Yeah,
that's true.
Okay, we'll work on it.
We didn't
Now,
already
if-
spend like 7 minutes on this one, so
Now, if it was sent again, we would have to do it again. But that's that's just if it happened again.
I guess those are the rules.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Okay.
The point is, cancel
I see
Disney
you-
Plus.
I see you, Nerd Horse.
Thank you.
Magnum Doors for $5. What's up, dude?
Yo.
What the fuck does it mean you're pre-late? Is that a new menstrual cycle? Battlefield is for minge eaters, Mo. Sorry. Are you talking shit about Battlefield?
Oh
See, COD players, they don't know what to do when there's a vehicle involved. They can only do one thing, and that's just throw themselves at the enemy and step over bouncing betties. That's all they know how to do.
Just like Mo in the intro.
Exactly. I love that you made Mo the guy that's like, oh, the bouncing Betty.
That was funny.
Magnum Norse for another $5. Thanks, dude. Cyberpunk is janky, but I also love the fuck out of that game. Call me pre-menstruation. No, the game was messed up when it first came out, but I think that they redeemed themselves. It's actually Norman's favorite game.
Yeah, I was gonna say Norman loves playing the game.
Yeah,
I've
he's
watched him
played
play
through
a few
it
times, and
so many times.
it's such
I've
a
lost
crazy
count.
game. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, I think he
kinda
might have
wanna
been
play, but it
saying that he
takes so
wants us
long.
to call him pre-menstruation.
Oh,
Call
okay.
me.
That could be what it is.
Oh,
So maybe we have to change his name in the
How do
Discord too.
we?
yeah, we could do that.
All
I
right,
mean,
we can-
I'm an admin. I,
I
can
just-
just right-click, change nickname. So
Could
All right.
we just
Oh,
want to
damn.
make sure that we're calling you by your right name?
I just realized that Nick is named after nickname. That's interesting.
Oh.
You think
So
of
do we? Can we
you
just
think
call
of
him
your name?
Yeah. Pretty much.
All
up, man?
right. I haven't read this yet, but it's from McCock, so I'm guessing it's crazy. McCock, member for 2 months. Never changed the ABF dildo avatar. For anyone going to be in Dallas on Friday at 6, we're going to meet up at Dot's Hoppin' House and Cocktails Courtyard. Coming, hang, because Jeremy hates us. Did you misspell coming? Is that
I think he was suggesting what's gonna happen.
okay?
Hoodie D will
Yeah.
probably be there, so it'll be
Oh, yeah.
extra gay.
Oh, that's right. Hoodie's in Texas. Is he going to the meetup?
Yeah, he bought a big old cowboy hat.
Nice.
Actually, he didn't. He said they were like $350 too much.
I was gonna say, how many gallons is his cowboy hat? Right?
Is
Isn't
it
that
one
how
of those
you
hats
measure
that
it?
gets bigger every time you look at it, like in
Yeah.
Scary Movie?
Oh. All right. Let's see here.
There's
Our
something
next story we got.
Battlefield.
This happened a little bit ago, but we haven't talked about it yet. We were gonna get to it on Monday, but so in this interview, I thought I was bringing this thing back. Devil May Cry showrunner was sure the series was dead before making the Netflix adaptation.
Yeah, that's funny because the game came out while he was still writing the show.
Yeah. I don't know how you would.
Interesting how that works.
That means that this person wasn't looking up anything about it. But here, we'll go through it really quick. Adi Shankar has reached out to clarify his comments on the podcast and explain what he meant because he got a lot of backlash. Shit take.
Oh, no kidding.
Shankar said, "So when I said I was unhappy, I wasn't criticizing the game. I was reflecting on the shift and what I thought I had signed on to do. I thought I was helping bring something beloved to me back from the dead. If it's so beloved to you, how do you not know there's a game that's..." Instead,
Right.
I realized Capcom was already revitalizing it as a full-blown AAA franchise. As a Devil May Cry fan, that's a win. Yeah.
When did he
so
realize?
it had already been announced that
Instead, I realized.
yeah, if he knew about Devil May Cry and had his finger on the pulse of it, he would have known that there was a game in the works. It
You
felt
should,
like it was being
yeah.
done in secret. So
It's irrelevant anyway because the show sucks, and it's like it takes like a lot of the lore from Devil May Cry 3 and just mixes it up and changes characters completely. By the way, and yeah, if you want to watch Devil May Cry 3, go over to my channel where I play the game, and I also made a complete all cutscenes video. You can watch all the cutscenes, and if you want to just watch the lady cutscenes, you can watch those too.
oh, why would you want to watch the lady cutscenes?
Oh, well, you'll have to watch the lady cutscenes to find out.
Oh, so you have to pass the bill to find out what's in it? I understand now. Okay.
Pass that bill over on my channel. Thank you.
No, but so what is he saying exactly here? So he's saying that he wishes that it was a dead franchise so that when he brought it back into the light and it was successful, he could take all the credit. Like it sounds like he wanted to make his own One Piece moment where One Piece was very popular, but when the show came out, it became ultra popular. He wanted something that was completely dead and then brought to the light again, and he wanted to take all the credit for it. He was looking for fame.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, he
obviously
wanted to
didn't
be
do
a
his
savior.
research either.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit the bed.
Pathetic.
I don't really know what else to say about that one.
It's unfortunate.
He's an idiot. It's another cash grab.
Nick, have you watched Solo Leveling?
I have.
Okay. So this is kind of cool. Let me scroll back to the top real quick. But yeah, here we go. So Crunchyroll reveals the Anime Award winners. And in the winners, and it requires a lot of scrolling, but in like 6 or 7 different categories, Solo Leveling wins.
Oh wow.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No surprise there. I mean, I'm glad like that Kaiju number 8 was on this list because
Me too.
like I was like we reviewed it on GHEY's animation channel or stream, I should say. And I have all the manga as well. Like I've collected it. One of the very few mangas that I've collected, and I understand why the first season of Kaiju number 8 got beat by like the second season of Solo Leveling. Like, I mean, the second season of Solo Leveling is far better than its own first season, and everything gets ramped up. So much like as I was trying to explain, where what happens or what will probably happen in Kaiju number 8's second season that comes out this summer. Like I expect that to get a lot of attention because of the stuff that happens in it. So, like it's really no surprise. Like, I mean, but it's like the main character, right? It's the animation, it's the voice acting. Like there's so many great things about that anime period that it's no surprise. And it would be, it's like, I'd be remiss if it didn't win in those categories. So.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to watch that. I've heard nothing but good things about Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8 is so good.
Never been a Kaiju guy. But
I watched the first
Godzilla, but
I watched the first episode, and I'm not enough of a weeb yet to appreciate it. So I was told by Erwin.
Well, there's a lot of animes that like kick off real hard at like the third or the.
I'm still new to watching anime, and honestly, like
Attack on Titan.
Oh,
dude, the 5th episode of that show is where you're like, what the fuck?
That is one of the very few shows that like I actually didn't want to finish because I was like, I don't want this to be over, and it pulls at your emotions the entire time too. But
there was multiple times where I went from like English right to Japanese because I didn't want to wait. I couldn't wait. Like I had to know.
I think that Solo Leveling was the one show that I binged the quickest.
Oh yeah, Solo Leveling
that was good.
Another one's wicked good.
Yes, thank you, Erwin. Clarkson Farm too, like non-anime, but Clarkson Farm, phenomenal.
Now for something completely different.
Hayden, did you even watch Solo Leveling though? I mean, I haven't seen Freerun, and Freerun was nominated quite a bit, but didn't win because Solo Leveling
didn't
did
just talk up Freerun, but the fact of the matter is, it's like a slice of life. For the most part, there are there are those parts where she's cutting up demons and stuff, but it's like overall,
a couple.
it's a slice of life anime where it's more
Well, they're-
chill, relaxed, like cutesy, whatever.
It's
That's
not even
why
listed
solo
for slice of
leveling
life.
is like every episode he's leveling up and shit's happening.
Freeran didn't get even nominated for a slice of life category.
Interesting.
No,
Are you sure?
I showed
That's
solo
stupid.
leveling
Hayden
to
goes on
a
about
friend
it all the
that
time.
I've showed it to a friend that
See,
never
Jess says
watches
Freeman
anime,
should've won.
and he loved it. He doesn't watch anime like at all, and he loved solo leveling.
Oh yeah,
He-
no,
he
I say
binged
it's.
it.
I would recommend it to anybody that's a gamer in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
If you have played, if you like not sports gamers or like COD players exclusively, but if you have ever played a fucking third person or like a hack and slash or like an Oblivion or something, you know, it's a gamer's anime for sure. And it's Korean, so it's technically not anime. Well, I guess it was animated by Japanese people, so it's still an anime, but it was written by it was like a Korean manga or whatever.
I think Leon's a big fan of Freeran.
Well,
We all
that's
know.
Yeah, no,
that
I
doesn't
hear it's
help
an
the case of
excellent-
Freeran.
Just I'm gonna just let that simmer and take
Yeah.
take that with what you will.
Oh, Leon
Yeah.
likes it? Okay, you're not selling it there, guy.
Koreans aren't Asian according to Japanese people. That is a fact.
Oh man.
Now just listen to what Bobby Lee has to say about Japanese
Asian people.
about him being Koreans.
Yep. He's like, or was that him? There was somebody that was like,
He tells a story. He was on another podcast, but he tells a story about his dad telling stories to him about what Japanese people used to do to Koreans. I'll see if I can find it real quick. If you want to pull it up, baby, if it's fine.
Yeah, if you find it, I'll pull it up, sure. We were joking about Gooch just yesterday when we were talking about solo leveling. He said that his Goochonese was slipping, and I said, well, it's a Korean show, so his Goocharian was slipping. So we thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, bad.
But no, I do want to watch Freeran because I don't know.
Yeah, I want to check that
about
out
it.
too.
I can't say if it's good or bad because I haven't seen it. So, and if it got nominated for that many times, it's probably a really good show.
Yeah.
But yeah. What, did you find it?
Yeah, I put it in the public
Okay.
chat.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Get over there.
My God.
Dude, it cracks me up
seen
every
this
single
clip.
time, dude.
Oh my God, TikTok, let me control the audio, please. Okay. Oh man.
Our people for like 50 years, they stole our rice. Yeah, you don't steal the rice. That's fucked up. You know, my dad told me a story once, right before I went to sleep. I was 8. He goes, "Do you know what Japanese used to do to us?" I go, "No," because I'm a kid. They used to hang Korean by the ankle with a rope. I go, "Oh, you can't die that way."
Right.
Right? It's like a reverse hanging.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
No, he goes, no. They, from a tree, but below they take a big pot of boiling water. Then they dunk Korean in. And we come, right? Every time Leia's skin gone. Right? It goes, "Good night."
Oh my God.
Oh, can you guys hear Nagarnal?
Oh my God.
I'm having a hard time hearing Nagarnal. Is he?
I don't hear Nagarnal either.
Fuck you, go fuck yourself. I said, there's no way that's true. That's hilarious. Oh, God.
Oh man. Yeah, I think that was Yo Pops. Oh. Well, it sounds like I have to watch Freerid. So take it up with Jess and also Hayden 75. So
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I watched about 30 seconds of that show, and then I went and watched Seven Deadly Sins instead, because that's my favorite anime.
Mm.
Which was sick. I actually need to get caught up on the most recent season, which is a lot different because it's more about like the kids of the people in the first, like the original show, but it actually, the first season ends on a banger.
let's see here. How are we doing on time?
We're still good.
We're still
Oh,
good?
God.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not live yet.
Plenty good.
We got at least 10 more minutes.
At least. That is not the window I want to share. This is the one.
What the fuck?
So, Nick, you said that you've been playing Battlefront 3.
Yeah.
There are a lot of ex-developers asking for this to be a return for a number 3 as well.
I saw that.
So you've been playing Battlefront 2 with Kata. Is there anything new in the game since I've played?
It's the same game.
Okay.
It's and like we've been saying this because we played it like twice down the last week within the last week, and it's like we both said like we're amazed that it still looks as good now as it did, like what was it, like 2017 when it came out, right? So excuse me. But it looks better than some games that have come out this year or last year, which is just absurd. And I mean, like, I think even for the mechanics in the game, like just the game types, right? You're having that extra level, and if you don't win, you get bounced back. Like, there's a lot of gameplay at hand. And like, do I want to say there's a skill gap? Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like people that ridiculous on the.
If you have
like
no
hero.
cards and you're fighting somebody who has 4 purple cards, then
so
you have a little bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah, we were playing with the guy, or there's a guy on our team last night, in a game that lasted over an hour. I forgot what his name was. It was like Pleiades or something like that. But
it was me.
He was max rank, which is like, I don't know, like level 999 or something like that.
Damn.
And the guy had 361 kills.
Yeah.
In the game.
Those people.
Kata and I, we both had 103 kills, and I was like, what was this guy doing? But he was on like Maul, like half the time. So
if you have all your cards maxed out for a hero character, then you are
like you're
slaughtering people.
Yeah, it is hard to get killed, and like you just,
especially that's like your main. That's all he does is like grind, tries to get them all, plays that, does that.
Yeah.
So yeah, this isn't the only person, but this guy Harvey, the lead animator on the game. If Battlefront 3 ever happens, I'd love to return. The team was excellent, and the community feedback loop was the best I've ever seen in my career. So many ideas left on the table, and
yeah,
a lot of the conversation around it though is interesting because people are saying that if we have a return to Battlefront, they want all Star Wars in it, and that means the bad stuff too.
There's bad stuff already.
Does that mean that we get Lizzo in the game?
I mean, like, here's the thing, right? Like, if they were smart,
probably.
If they were smart, there's a lot that they would, if they were to keep the same air, or I should say, if they're trying to do a Battlefront 3 and they kept it the same way Battlefront 2 is currently organized, with having like the prequels, the OT, and the sequels, at that point, it's, where do you put certain characters? Where do you lump them, right? Because it's like I remember years ago, people wanted to see, Ahsoka and Asajj Ventress and Savage Opress as heroes in the prequel and the Age of the Republic game types, and we never got them, right? And they stopped adding the heroes in the sequels, but there weren't a lot. I mean, it pales in comparison to characters, and just shows you again how shitty the whole sequel era is, because like you've got fucking BB-8 as a hero, and he can somehow do this like whip spin thing, and like when you get killed by a BB-8, it's like I almost want to
It's
quit
so
the
annoying.
game.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
delete the game.
Yeah,
At that
it's so
point,
annoying.
yeah, it's like at that point, why isn't R2D2 a hero?
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
I'm just dropping flamethrowers on, and oil on the ground, and just like
Yeah.
flying through like a
Literally
freaking astromech
roasted
droid,
them
right?
with the robots.
But
Oops. Well,
I hope they don't add it, because it's like, yeah, we would get stuff from the Mandalorian probably in that whole sequel era, right? Like I know Erwin would love to play as like IG-12 with like the little backpack Grogu in the front. That would probably be his
IG-88?
main. Yeah,
IG-88. Why is he not a character? He's a freaking bounty hunter, for crying out loud.
right? Yeah,
You can play as Bosk.
yeah,
on a
Bosk
Segway.
and Boba Fett. So like that, like it would be unwise for them to add the characters that people don't like clear as day, over added the ones that everyone loves. So, and that's why, like, I think for the sake of what heroes you can play in the original trilogy, there's so many. Yeah, and it's great when you're playing, because it's like, well, I can play as Luke, Leia, Han, Lando, Chewbacca, Yoda, and it's just same thing. Like there's a lot in the prequels too, but that means we would probably get the acolyte crap lumped in with maybe the prequel stuff. So, and no one would probably want that. So yeah, it's yeah, we would get Lizzo in the sequel era. Her special ability would probably just rolling.
And Jack Black as well.
If they were
Yeah,
smart, they would put out like a feedback form or something before if they do this, put out like a feedback form, be like, what kind of stuff do you want in the game? What don't you want? Certain characters you want, don't want. That's the way to do it, personally.
Yeah.
So
we do have to get rolling for the GCA, but I do want to pull up the GCA. We're going to stream snipe them. What the hell is all this crap over here with like XP and stuff like that? Apparently, I'm number 3, or at least
what
I was. Oh, you're 3. What is happening? What is this? Hayden says, "I don't like change."
Could it?
Yeah, I saw this on Benology's chat. I think it was last night or the night before, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And I don't know why it's on our channel now. This is
you talk it on, don't you?
Look, we're late.
I'm reading
we're
it.
We're not that gay.
I'm reading about it, and it says that the top 3 fans get special badges in the live chat, but it resets every stream.
Oh, interesting.
So you can get experience points.
I see that. I have a 75
from sending chat messages or super chats or super stickers. So it's essentially
right now, baby.
like king of the channel for like Kick and Twitch. Yeah, like
that's interesting.
That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
I think super chats also contribute towards that. Like
Yeah,
right now,
super chats, stickers, and
I don't
just
know how I
chatting.
got number 1, because I know Mike messaged before me. He was number 1.
Yeah, so I think what it does is it's like a live real time thing where as you chat, you're kind of like competing to get those badges. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll take it. I'm number 5. I'm okay with that. So
all right, we should roll outros. Nagernal, tell us where you're gonna be.
I'm gonna be on the GCA coming up here in a couple minutes. Actually, it's started right now. Here, I'm gonna drop the link in chat.
If you follow me there, you're gay.
Well,
Nick,
same shirt
where you're gonna
I have on right now. You're gay.
Tomorrow night, I think I'm going to do a Helldiver stream at 10 p.m. Eastern, Nagy, and anyone else who wants to.
Nick, I'm going to leave. Peace.
Okay, see you, Nagano.
And then Friday night, I'll be over at Niat's channel, Film Comics Explained, talking about Dread, the Sly Stallone version, at 8 p.m. Eastern. So
awesome. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, always pleasure.
Nerd Slap, what do you got going on?
Well, I'll be live here and there all around the internet, usually over on Kick, playing some games. But I'm gonna try to do, keyword being try. I'm gonna try to do a stream or a video, one of the two, where I kind of go through Meld Studio, because I did want to still check that out a bit. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, otherwise, new episode of the Nerd Files will be going up sometime this week, so keep an eye out for that as well, and make sure to go follow all these guys on their respective channels. And Nick, thanks again for joining us, man.
Yeah, of course, glad to be here.
Awesome. Well, the Leighton game with GCA has started, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll the outro and jump over there. So I will see everybody there. The stream should redirect, and it looks like Naganal also dropped a link in the chat there.
Hell yeah.
So I will
Bye,
see
everyone.
you guys on GCA and then Monday.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Who the fuck is Alec Baldwin's finger?
I can't see! I can't see! Of course you can't fucking see! I just shot a blank in your fucking eyes!
Hey, the trunk looks kind of small there, Anton.
This is live! I'm on live TV! Trunk's fine. As you can see, friend, it's not small. It's a big trunk. I'll show you right here.
Well, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
What? No, it can't be.
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker.
It wasn't a dead hooker!
Pal, I know a dead hooker when I see one.